people are willing to pay up to see Caitlin Clark. This preseason game has now set the new ticket price high for anything that Caitlin Clark, any game she has played in.
We saw the Caitlin Clark effect. We saw the influx in fans.
They clearly have a big three, right? It's Caitlin, first and foremost one, and then Aaliyah Boston, and then Kelsey Mitchell. And so those are your stars. That's the core of your roster.
It just happened again. Caitlin Clark, the unstoppable force of women's basketball, has shattered yet another record.
The WNBA saw a boom like we have never seen. We saw Caitlin Clark come into the league. We saw the Caitlin Clark effect. We saw the influx in fans who flooded to the WNBA, and many of those were there for Caitlin Clark.
And this time, it's sending shockwaves through the entire sports world. We're not talking about points scored or assists. We're talking about something even bigger. Fan power, ticket prices.
Average paid price of $440 per ticket.
And pure star energy. Just minutes ago, Caitlin Clark set a new record that proves she's not just a player, she's a phenomenon.
Caitlin Clark, in that, has become arguably the most influential basketball player in the world, both on the men's and the women's side.
Whether you're a hardcore basketball fan or just witnessing her rise, this moment is too big to ignore. If you're a Caitlin Clark fan and want to support her, type 100% in the comments. Just when you thought Caitlin Clark couldn't make more history, she did. And this time, she didn't even need to touch the basketball.
She takes over, she maestros, she controls game after game after game with her passing and her carefully chosen spots to score.
The buzz around her upcoming preseason game against the Brazilian national team has reached a boiling point, and the numbers don't lie. Ticket prices for this single game just hit an all-time high, with the average price soaring to $440. Blowing past her previous record of $411, which she set back on March 3rd, 2024, during a college matchup between Iowa and Ohio State.
Iowa's Carver Hawkeye Arena is the most in-demand event involving Clark, with a quote,
"That game was legendary, but this is preseason. That's what makes it even more shocking. And get this, the lowest price to even get in the building was $146. While the top seats reached a jaw-dropping $2,368. That's not just WNBA history. That's a global sports moment. But perhaps the most telling stat, the entire arena sold out in just 15 minutes.
Average paid price of $440 per ticket.
Yes, 15 minutes for a preseason game. No playoffs, no rivalry. Just Caitlin Clark stepping onto the court with her new squad, and the world showed up to watch. This isn't hype. This is economic proof of Caitlin's unmatched influence. Her name alone is driving record-setting demand, something we rarely see in any sport, let alone in a league still growing its mainstream audience. What we're witnessing isn't just a hot streak, it's a full-blown movement. It's called the Caitlin Clark effect, and it's transforming the WNBA right before our eyes.
Somebody moves the needle when people are willing to pay ginormous amount of money. Is that a word? A massive amount of money to see Caitlin Clark play ball.
From the moment she declared for the draft, ticket sales surged. Merchandise flew off shelves. Media coverage exploded. And now, with her officially on the Indiana Fever roster, the league is seeing a new wave of attention that it's never experienced before. Let's be clear. This isn't happening in isolation. Caitlin joins a Fever team already rich with talent, including Aaliyah Boston, the 2023 Rookie of the Year, and Kelsey Mitchell, one of the league's most consistent scorers.
I think anytime you play with the GOAT of our team, or the GOAT of our game, you're going to learn a lot. You know, you have to be ready for the ball, head on a swivel at all times, and the way that she throws the ball is a lot how DT threw it. I think this is just the younger version of her, so she has a little bit more energy, a little bit more spunk. I miss DT in her prime, but it doesn't mean she wasn't great when I played with her. But honestly, at the end of the day, everybody can shoot, right? If you're cutting and you're open, you're going to get the ball, and so you just have to be ready for that. And I'm excited for that. And I think you'll see 1 through 5 is interchangeable. And so you'll see the 5 bring the ball down. So it's going to be a little different for other teams to play defense against us as well.
But what Caitlin brings is a spotlight so bright, it lifts the entire franchise and pulls in casual fans, first-time viewers, and even skeptics. The Indiana Fever are now the most talked about team in the WNBA, and that's no accident. The franchise is leaning in hard, marketing her face, her name, and her potential as the future of women's basketball. And it's working. The Fever's games are now must-watch events, and not just for fans of the team, but for anyone who loves basketball or wants to witness history unfold in real time.
Last year in 2024, the Fever had 11 games in 20 days, 5 home, 6 away, and 2 back-to-backs. And in 2025, they have 11 games in 32 days, 7 home, 4 away, and 0 back-to-back.
Analysts have said it, fans have felt it, and even her rivals know it. Caitlin Clark is the engine behind a WNBA revival. She's breaking barriers not just with her play, but with her presence. She's brought in a new generation of fans, reshaped how women's sports are covered, and proven that one player can change the landscape of an entire league. This isn't just about a player making an impact. This is about a movement that's rewriting the playbook for women's basketball. While the world is obsessing over Caitlin Clark's headlines and highlight reels, what often gets overlooked is the grit and grind behind the scenes. Because Caitlin isn't just showing up and breaking records, she's evolving and fast.
The average paid price for a Fever away game in 2025 was $272, up from $171 in 2024. The average is $197 for a Fever home game, more than double the $92 from last season. Wow.
In a recent press interaction, Caitlin was asked what she's been working on since joining the WNBA. Her answer wasn't flashy or scripted, it was pure substance. She talked about strength. She talked about consistency. She talked about being better not just offensively, but on the defensive end too. That's the mindset of someone who's not content being the face of the league. She wants to earn it every day. You see, this isn't just the excitement of a number, one draft pick or a viral college star entering the pros. This is Caitlin Clark walking into a new level, knowing exactly what's required to thrive.
Indiana Fever last season were a team that just went to work, didn't say much, just let their on-court play speak for itself. Like, they were at the center of all of the drama within the WNBA. Like, everybody was coming after the Indiana Fever and coming after their fans, and they really just didn't say a word. They kind of just stayed focused, went to work, didn't let the outside noise get to them. And then here we have today, basically clapping back at all of that and proving that they know that they are the moment, they are the Showtime team, they are the biggest team currently in the WNBA.
Not just survive. She's not riding rookie hype anymore. That phase is over. Now she's in the growth phase, training harder, lifting more, studying film, and adjusting to the physicality and pace of the professional game. And that's exactly why the Fever and the WNBA aren't just banking on her popularity. They're betting on her long-term greatness. What makes her different is that Caitlin is already self-aware. She knows her game is imperfect, and she's embracing the grind to improve. That's a rare quality in any athlete, especially one already under this much spotlight. And let's not forget, this record-breaking ticket frenzy we're seeing, it's happening before she's even played a regular season game in 2025. That's not just momentum. That's the foundation of a legacy being built in real time. She's already outgrown the title of rookie sensation. What we're seeing now is the transformation of Caitlin Clark into a generational leader.
Yeah, I mean, that was like my biggest focus in the offseason, is just trying to get stronger and really working on that. And really thankful for Sarah, our strength and conditioning coach, like put in a lot of time with me. And we were in here consistently. Like, I think that was the biggest thing for myself, is just having that consistency to be able to work on it for 6 months or whatever it was. So I certainly feel a lot stronger, and, you know, I'm a pretty self-aware person. I knew that was going to be a huge part of it, and, you know, it's going to help me offensively, it's going to help me defensively, it's going to help me not get as tired throughout games. So yeah, definitely one of the focus points of my off season is just getting stronger, and, you know, even through these 2 practices, like I can certainly feel it.
The kind that can anchor a franchise, elevate teammates, and command attention beyond just highlight dunks or logo threes. She's building a career that could redefine women's basketball for the next decade, not just with stats, but with presence, with consistency, and with that rare fire to always be better. This is no longer about potential. It's about preparation meeting purpose. And Caitlin Clark is ready for the next level.
The next team, as we go through our WNBA preview, is the team that I know many of you are fascinated by. It's the team that I don't know what the odds are in the sports books up there in North Carolina, Mitch, but certainly nationally, the conversation when it comes to the WNBA surrounds the Indiana Fever, the second season of Caitlin Clark in the W, and how this team that's been retooled with a new coach, they've brought in some veteran players. You can make the argument they're in win now mode, combined with that young core that they still have predominantly on rookie contracts.
Caitlin Clark's influence doesn't stop at the three-point line. It reaches far beyond basketball arenas, box scores, and highlight reels. What we're witnessing now is her evolution into something even greater, a cultural icon and business powerhouse who's redefining what it means to be a modern athlete. Let's start with brand impact. Before even playing a WNBA game, Caitlin Clark had already become one of the most marketable athletes in America. From partnerships with Nike to high-profile commercials and NIL deals that rival male counterparts, Caitlin is reshaping how the world views women's sports, and more importantly, how it values them. Her face is on billboards, her name trends daily, and her presence alone boosts viewership across networks. ESPN knows it, brands know it, the Fever know it, and now the world knows it too.
The Indiana Fever have dropped a new workout video with the rookies. I think I saw Jillian Aileen in there too, practicing with Caitlin Clark, and everyone is going crazy.
She could potentially be one of the best point guards to ever play in the WNBA.
I think the vibes are really good, and that's what's really fun about it. Like, you know, obviously we're probably not in the heat of battle yet. I mean, we're out here competing with one another, but at the same time, like, everybody's here supporting one another and having fun and enjoying it. And I think that's what's cool about it.
Well, we've talked in length about the Indiana Fever and what they did in the offseason, but I think they obviously are taking winning and capitalizing off of this Caitlin Clark moment they have going very seriously.
But this isn't just about branding. It's about breaking a long-standing ceiling. For years, women's sports were sidelined, underfunded, and undercovered. Caitlin Clark is shattering that narrative. She's proving that investing in women's basketball isn't a gamble. It's a golden opportunity.
This is such an opportunity for the league to capitalize on the growth, on the new fans, on the jersey sales, on all of these things now.
The sold-out arenas, the soaring jersey sales, the skyrocketing TV ratings. These aren't anomalies. They're the early signs of a paradigm shift, and she's the catalyst. And while the financials and attention are impressive, there's something even more powerful at play: inspiration. You can feel it in the young girls wearing number.
So if you go to the team store, the Indiana Fever's team store, you will see that they have a brand new t-shirt that they are selling. And that t-shirt says, "Every game is a home game." And then on the back, it says, "Now you know," with a sold out banner with all of their basically schedule. It's like a tour t-shirt, and it says every game is a home game. They are leaning in to what we have known since last season. We knew that this was the Indiana Fever. We knew that they were breaking barriers. We knew that they were breaking records. We knew that they were selling out. We knew that they were causing other teams to move their games to other arenas. Now they're standing on it.
22 jerseys. You can see it in the way youth participation in girls basketball is surging. You can hear it in the way families talk about WNBA games the same way they do about the NBA or NFL. Caitlin isn't just giving people a player to cheer for, she's giving them someone to believe in. She's also bridging generations. Longtime fans of the WNBA are thrilled to see new energy injected into the league, while first-time viewers, many of them younger, many of them previously disengaged, are becoming loyal fans overnight.
Caitlin Clark is the GOAT!
She signed my jersey! I'm so happy, I'm crying, I'm so happy. This is the best day ever.
Caitlin Clark effect seems to be crazier than year one.
I love watching her score and just everything about her.
They went the extra mile just to watch her play here.
This is great news for women's basketball, period.
She's a unifier, a spark. The kind of player that comes around once in a generation, not just to break records, but to break down barriers. And her influence is only growing. As she steps into the 2025 season, Caitlin Clark isn't just playing for wins. She's playing for history. Every pass, every shot, every appearance is building something bigger than a career. It's building a legacy, one that will echo far beyond the hardwood. So yes, she's a rookie, but she's also a revolution.
Journey goes for CC, right? Because I think many of us, look, she's 1 year in, but many of us believe when it's all said and done, she will be the one that's considered the GOAT.
Caitlin Clark isn't just setting records, she's setting a new standard. From skyrocketing ticket prices to a seismic shift in WNBA visibility, her presence is rewriting what's possible for women's sports. And the most jaw-dropping part? She's just getting started. This latest record proves one thing. Caitlin Clark isn't just a moment, she's a movement.
Number 1 in your heart, Caitlin Elizabeth Clark.
A movement that's uniting fans, drawing global attention, and inspiring the next generation of hoopers. So buckle up, because 2025 isn't just the start of a new season. It's the beginning of a new era. If you're proud to witness history and ride this journey with Caitlin Clark, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And drop 100% in the comments to show your support.